Well, hi, welcome to Yoga with Bliss. Today I'm recording on my phone because of technical issues on my computer. So I want you to know that we may do a little unusual practice today where we warm up and then have a real focus on body awareness and flexibility. So we are recording. I think all I have to do is just go stand there. Oftentimes we have music. But today, because of my technical difficulties, we have no music. So we just have us. So here we are. Now, this will be on YouTube, but you might be here on Saturday mornings, 10 a.m. Eastern Time. If you want to join us, find the number below. Take a moment. My mountain feels best with my feet apart. Many people, maybe even most, do their mountain with their feet together. But here's what's important. Weight is on the ball of your foot and inside, outside, front, back. Do you feel that weight evenly distributed? Let's work from the bottom up. Unlocked knees, level pelvis, sternum lifted. I'm going to roll my shoulders up, back, and down. Take a peek at my hands. When you roll up, back, and down, they naturally face forward. I want to show you my hands are right in line with my center line. They're not out here. They're not back here. They're right in line. Breathe, exhale, and feel your shoulders drop down and relax your neck. Now take a moment and think of your belly and find belly breathing, diaphragmatic breathing. For some people, when they place their hands on the belly about waist level, when you close your lips, Ujjayi breathing, you breathe any way you want, but you may find that closed lips helps you focus internally. Now for our warm-up, and we always do, I'm just going to start with some shoulder roll. Now the reason we're warming up is before we stretch, I would like the ligaments loose, the muscles warm, your joints lubricated by your synovial fluids. And of course, your circulation just improved. Those shoulder rolls were fabulous. Let's take our feet apart and just find tall posture in your spine, side to side with your legs. And now you don't go at any particular pace. That is the beauty of our acapella. You can do the body pace stretch. So this is like tracing a smile. There are days when I want to go just this slow with my legs wider and really feel my back. There are other days when I bring my feet in a little, go a little faster because I want to really warm up my thigh muscles. And this has, when you come down and up, it adds a little extra circulation for the synovial fluid in your knees. Now let's think about over, like you're tracing a rainbow. Now I start down low, feel my abdominal wall engage, my beautiful pelvic tilt that supports my back. As I think of how high to go, think of your shoulders breathing. Now, as I rehabilitate my frozen shoulders, I'm trying to reach up as high as my shoulders allow and in line with my body. Some people will take it out front, breathing. Let your body do what's right for you as you trace the rainbow. Let's go back to smile up tall as you do this. I have not leaned forward yet. Right here, beautiful. Your body pace over the top, how high your back, your shoulders will tell you about it here. Breathing nicely now. Let's come center. into a wide mountain or long-legged goddess. And just feel a release. Now, as I did this, I realized, yes, bend your knee and come on with a rotation. Now, in my youth, I used to do this with some rebound. Now I have found, and this may or may not be true for you, you choose what you want. I squeeze back, and get a little more muscle causes the full range of motion. I even look back to include the full range of motion in my neck. Here we have, it's like a weeping willow branches. Now I'm going to come shoulder height. And again, when this arm goes back, I pull my whole body around. You don't pull hard on your shoulder. Twist the whole body and open the chest. Let's come on up. Should you just go up a little bit? Do you want to come up all the way? Here we are. Very nice. You know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of the times when I go to other yoga practices. I just go in the corner and warm up without music together. How about a smile? Right here, body tall. There you go. Beautiful. Now, I'll start out with you, body tall. Step your feet a little wider and lean yourself down. There we are. Can you feel the difference? This works your glutes, flat back. Your thighs are engaged differently. Beautiful. Here we are. All righty, let's come on up tall. Can you feel this is more on the sides of your body? Take a moment, center. Slightly bent. By the way, some people might love to be very, very low. Your body, your way. Swoop, swoop. Yes, I pour my weight onto one foot, the other. But look right at my feet. See how my heels are turned in? Be careful not to collapse in this way. That's a twist on your joints. Not excellent. Might not bother a thing, but you never know when it might. So we've been up tall doing this. Swoop out. I'll show you a side view. Here we are, swooped with a bend. There you go. Oh, look at that beautiful flat back. Feel yours. Feel your chest shining up, your flat back. This warms up, works out the low back. Come on up tall. This rotates the spine. Very different position, very different work for the back. Now we've been swooping out. Stay tall. Swoop down. Swoop down. Yes. Now, while we do this, let's start at the bottom with awareness. Feel your feet. See my little toe point, point. Yes, that's warming up all those little fine muscles in my feet. The knees, the thighs, beautiful. Now think of your back. This causes this swoop down, a slight rotation. How's that feel? Take your swoop down lower. Feel how that flat back changes. Now you might like to go slower, or you might like to go faster. It's body pace. Swoop down your way. Now let your body hang to your comfortable lowest. That might be right here. That might be way down. It does not matter. Your body hangs down. Your arms swoop across. Let's walk our way up. Swooping. There you go. It's as if you're gathering all the good things towards you, good intentions. Now come as high as your shoulders allow. Beautiful. Feel how that's on the side of your muscles, on the side of your body. Let's collect ourselves and come tall. So we're going to go from a chair to a salute. Let's take a moment on your chair. Your feet are where you choose. Most people right together. I choose a little apart. My knees like it better. Mountain. Now I have my arms come back because I want to reiterate my flat back, as I do my chair. I see sometimes people will accidentally do a chair like this, and that rounded back, it does not give you the full benefit. Flat back, oh, you feel it. Your low back work, your butt, your thighs. Are you breathing? Fabulous. Fine. How low is your chair? Do you like to be a little more upward, a little less? You may have a low chair. I don't know. Make it yours. Let's take from the chair and choose your arms. We're just going to groove into this chair for a little. Flat back, chest shines up. Yes, do you like your arms tucked in? Do you like them out? Can you feel how much more work your back is doing? Do you like them up? You have a straight line from your tailbone to the tip of your fingers. Now I just looked up at my fingers. Look how that bent my neck. I want to gaze forward, neutral neck. Oh, let's come out of that chair and do some shoulder rolls. That was you finding your best expression of your chair today. Let's find it again. Here we have feet together, under your hips. Choose it. Level pelvis. My t-shirt reminded me to level my pelvis out. Sternum lifted. There's your mountain. See, this is my body language reminder for all of us to relax our neck, because I can't say it. Did you find your chair? Weight evenly in all the places of your foot. I'm going to reiterate my flat back and take my chair down with my chest shining up. Feel my choice. Do I want to keep my arms back? That is for low back pampering. Do I want to tuck my arms in? Chest shines up. Sometimes when the weight of your arms comes out here, you collapse down. Oh, here we are, flat back. You want your arms out? You want your arms up? Many people's arms are right together. Some people's arms are farther. Make it yours. Let's come up to a salute. And down to your chair. And up to a salute. When we do the chair, everybody's arms come down. Feel that shoulder, yeah. Your arms may press in together closer than mine. Make it yours. Up to the salute. Your salute may have your arms close. Mine feel better out. Make it yours. Here's the chair. Breathing. And let's get a little rhythm in this two asana vinyasa. We'll come down and breathe. Best form. Come up and breathe. Best form. Down and now I'll do it with an exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Go at your body pace. If you are doing more work, you'll go faster because you need more oxygen. If you are a lighter person doing less work, you may go very, very slow. Everybody's different. Honor your body. Want to close your lips? One last step. Be with your salute. Choose your arm and come down to your mountain. Shoulder roll, up, back, and down. Fabulous. Let's come with a little smile. Just to be honest with you, I'm airing out the bottoms of my feet. They were pressed into the mat, rooted. They were grounded. And they wanted a little air underneath them. This relaxes the back that was holding you so lovely and tall. Let's have a goddess. Breathing. Pelvic tilt. Best form. Pelvic tilt. Sternum lift. Shoulder blades together and down your back. Can you feel them? Chin tuck. Fabulous. Let's have our goddess arms right here. Now take a moment. Sometimes your goddess arms creep a little forward. Open that chest. Look to the side and see, are your goddess arms forward? Now I'm going to share something with you. When my shoulders were freezing and I didn't know, my goddess arms were starting to be not upright, but a little forward. And when I went to put them upright, that was not available to me. Doing your practice regularly where you feel your chest open, your arms vertical, helps you maintain your full shoulder function. Now let's keep your elbows up. Take your arms down. Take your arms down. Don't let your neck come up like this. Here was your nice goddess. Here we go. Full function is on this side. Full function, this arm will go all the way vertical. On this side, not so much. So I'm pressing and working into it. Let's come on up. Best goddess arms dip. Come on up. Best goddess inverted arms dip. Here we are. Upright arms. Yes, the dip is in my tush. I'm giving a little thigh squat to my goddess. Here we are. Here we are. Dip. Press, press, press. There you go. Good job. Oh, I thank you so much. Smile. You just helped me with some wonderful shoulder rehab moves. My shoulders are thawing beautifully. Rainbow, here we are. Now I ask you, do you feel warm, literally a little warmer than you were when you got here? I have a little glow going on, a little dampness. So I know I have warmed my body. So I'm going to begin to focus today. Breathing, find your mountain. This t-shirt is my favorite reminder. It reminded, because I was hot and it was sticking to me, reminded me to lift my sternum, reminds me to level my pelvis as I adjust it when it sticks to me. There's your mountain. Neck. Beautiful. From our mountain, I'm going to do, see those unlocked knees? Yours should be too. Flat back, dive down, breathing. Now, if you have a round belly, your feet may go a little wider when you're doing a dive down. Flat back, there we are. Swan dive, that's what I meant to say. Swan dive as low as your body allows with a flat back, then round your back down. Now, when you round your back, are you on the seat of a chair, a high block, a low block? This is not your most intense forward fold. I'm down to the tips of my fingers while I breathe and relax. I'm going to do a tiny little squat, stretch up as tall as my body will. Should you be on a chair, stretch up as tall as your legs will. So you have chosen the height that's right for you. This is an active stretch. Stretch up with the knees as near straight as yours will go. Tiny little bend. Stretch and come on up. Relax your neck. I was looking at my fingers and I had a crick in my neck. Relax the head down. Breathing. On your last one, stay in your elongated legs, your best forward fold of the moment. It will become deeper as the practice deepens. Relax into your best forward fold. We're going to stay here for several relaxing breaths. You breathe at your body's pace. You want to close your lips for an Ujjayi breath? Right about now in your mind, think about the way to do your half back, flat back lift. Everyone is different. So notice how low you are with your hip bend. Don't come up like this from the hip. Come up like this, flat back. Your hips stay just as bent. Round the back down. Flatten the back. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Flatten the back. Exhale. Add. To come up, we're going to bend the knees a little and roll up one vertebrae at a time. Roll up. And here's our shoulder roll. Well, your hamstring said thank you so much. The whole back of your body just stretched. Let's do a stretch for the front of your body. So I'll turn sideways for this so that you can see it better. It's a forward fold and then to a back bend, slow, mellow. Find your best foot positioning if you're going to fold forward, level pelvis. I know when I turn forward because of my round belly, sometimes it looks like I've curved. Watch my spine, not my front. See how up tall and straight make yours. That's it. Exhale down for your forward fold. You stop here at a chair, groove up. Feel the hamstring, feel the tush. Your height, your way. A few breaths right here. Exhale down. Your legs are unlocked, but otherwise they might be more or less bent. I recommend the least bend in your thighs and adjust how low you go. So your legs might be as straight as possible while unlocked, and you've chosen your blocks or a chair, whatever works for you. Have you been breathing all this time? When we arise, I'm going to arise with a flat back. To do this, I come halfway up. See that flat back? Beautiful. Sit my tush down and push up into a salute. I go wide when I bend down with my feet, and I bring them together a little bit more when I stand up. Put your feet where you want them for the forward fold, wherever that is for you. Find your flat back, flat back, flat back, round it over to your best forward fold. Fabulous. Now I'm coming up with the flat back again. So I have my arms to reiterate. I lift my chest, sit down, come rise to a salute. Beautiful. One more of those. Flat back, coming down, flat, flat. Round it. Oh, this is so nice for your spine. Hang here a few moments, breathing easy and well. When we come up next time, we're going to head into a lovely standing back bend. Are you breathing and relaxing from your neck between your shoulder blades? Ah. To arise, flat back, and arise. And here we have, I'm going to stop my arms here for a moment and bring them together if that feels all right for you. You like to have more of a bent elbow, be my guest. While you bring your arms together, give a focus on a beautiful pelvic tilt, sternum lift. That pelvic tilt protects your low back. Now, look at your hands while they're right here. Look how nice your neck is. You don't have a big bend in your neck. As you lift your chest, your arms may come up. Keep a neutral neck. You may like the way it feels for your arms to come even higher, but keep your neutral neck. The chest is opening up. You're doing an upper back bend. You're not doing a great, huge back bend in the low back. Now, my body says if I were to step my feet a half an inch wider, I feel pelvic tilt, contracted gluteal muscles. Now, did you find your best back bend? Intend more as you breathe. Neutral neck. Very nice. Now hang here for a moment. Put your mind on your hip bone. In your mind's eye, would you feel better to be leaning your hip bones against the back of a chair? Or maybe you're leaning your round belly against the back of a couch for a little moment of balance. It is your best, most excellent back bend. It doesn't matter if you bent at all. It's your best expression. Take your time, arise. Arise. If you were leaning against a couch, your body has come back in line. And here we are. Flat back. Come on down. Come on down. Exhale. Grounded back. Just relax here for a moment. Now, if you knew you would feel better with a chair or a couch, move yourself over. I don't have one here that would really work. Pretend this chair. I'd move myself over so that I could lean on this chair if I wanted to. Let's arise. I arise, unlock legs, flat back, arise. Sit down a smidgen and press up, lifting. Now right here, come together in whatever way is right for you. I just shifted my weight to find my best feet for my back bend. At first, my eyes are on my hands. As I continue to arise, my shoulders want to come up more. So I gaze just in front of me, breathing. Now here, if I had wanted to, as my back bends, I could lean my abdomen area into the back of a couch or a chair or a kitchen table. Yes, I realize, are you breathing? Being your fullest expression. Oh, it's funny, I just closed my eyes so that I could really focus on my body. Pelvic tilt to protect my low back. Come on up. Come on up. And when I closed my eyes, I realized it was an ultimate balance challenge. So only do that if you want to. Flat back. Flat back. I'll move away from the chair. Flat back. Round it down, and there we are. Oh, that was wonderful. All we're going to do is arise in the way that is right for you. I'm going to roll up one vertebrae at a time because we have not done that the last few. So I tuck my pelvis under and roll up, roll up. When I come up, I love me some shoulder roll. So you could feel we open to the front of your body. We open to the back of your body. What if you were to focus on the side of your body? So we have our mountain. Are your feet in the right place for you? Shoulder blade pulled together down your back. So it's like pulling together. Let your shoulders come as far away from your ears as possible. Arms right in line with your side of your body. Weight even on all feet. This mountain is giving you time to center, to breathe, to be. I'm going to step into a warrior two and head to a side angle to stretch the side. So here we are. You've chosen the warrior 2 feet that are right for you. I know, Leslie, sometimes you choose a shorter warrior because it feels better. All of us have a pelvic tilt. I understand. With no pelvic tilt, you can go farther back. But the asana requires a level seat. Your low back requires safety. Pelvic tilt. Find your warrior 2 arm. Think of your shoulders. You should have a straight line from one hand straight across to the other. I see my frozen shoulder is actually a little bit out forward, so I will intend for that with some strength. Squeeze my arms. Oh, look, they went straight. Breathing. Many people have a more bent leg than I, knee always behind the toe. Well, that was so lovely. I want you now to focus your mind on this shoulder. Turn this hand forward. Feel that shoulder all the way back. It hasn't come forward at all the way back. In your mind-eye, focus right here. In my class, I have people put a big red sticker right here so their mind is right there. And as you lean down, this stays back. That shoulder stays back. Should you lean down and just hold on to your leg? Does your arm only come up this much? That's okay. Intend shoulder back to find shoulder back, the side bend that works for your body. Now, at the beginning of this, my body said, oh, you just can't do this today. But as I do this slowly and breathe and intend, it turned out the long side angle. So I started to, did you see me slightly come forward? Don't do that. There you go. Your side angle, your way. Do you have a straight line from your pinky finger to your ankle bone? Breathing. Some people have their hand, as I do, on their thigh. Some people would put their hand on a chair or a block. During my yoga training, I was so flexible from doing things 6 hours a day, my hand went on the floor. Your body, different every day. Now take your time. Let's come on up. Beautiful. There's your warrior two. I'm coming forward. So I'm turning both feet forward. I check my pelvic tilt. So often, when we have parts of our bodies that are damaged with age, hurt, whatever, I call it my educating back. I have spinal stenosis, 2 ruptured discs, and arthritis. But it's not my bad back. It's my educating back. It reminds me to level my pelvis. All right, I'm going to do a wide leg forward fold, but I'm going to start. Press those hands together. Can you link your hands behind you? Many people can't. Can you place your hand right on your hip? Many people can't. Breathing, flat back down, flat back down. Now, if your hands are behind you, you may find your hands all the way round back down. You may find your arms come forward. Your hands might be linked. You're not following me because my arms happen to be wide. That's just my idiosyncrasy. For right now, forward fold, arms stretch back, 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 press together, 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 linked maybe. Now bend your knees, sit yourself down, and come on up. Want to see shoulder rehab? It's right here. I'll be right back. I have in the rehab they give you a cane. I might be approaching 70, but I don't want a cane. I have, which canes are fine, but I like this better. I don't know if you can see it against my, you know what? I'm going to bring it up closer. It's just a little acrylic rod. So if you're out there, let's have our wide, just a minute, level my mat. Wide goddess. Now, what if you cannot link your hands? Go ahead and get any rod, cane, any long stick that you can behind you and grasp it. And then, by the way, I have my thumbs facing in on this. I'm going to walk my arms in as much as my thawing shoulders will allow and flat back. Now, I know this is more stretch because they're together so much that they do that good hurt, the hurt where I can tell breathing. Now, your hands might be clasped. Relax your neck. Let your hands pull away from your hips if possible. If you, like me, cannot get far away, press wherever you can. I'll bet I'm a ½ inch away. And that is my success. Take your time. Come on up. If you had a support, let go of it and come back to your goddess arm. There you go. So that's how to use an assist if you cannot link your finger. Let's come on down. Use your assist if you want. Breathing, breathing, hanging on down. Flat back. and arise. That flat back, we're building our muscle to be able to do the halfway up. One last, here we are. Clasp your hands or use your support. I wished I hadn't thrown away my little baton already. Relax the neck, your bent leg, hang down, forward fold. Let's come back up to your goddess arms. Beautiful. Let's have a rotation while we're here. What if you have your blocks in front of you? So we just stretched your spine again in this, to open it up in the back. With the rotation, we're going to give it more flexibility and ability to rotate. So I have a flat back, forward fold. I keep my flat back. I'm going to do a side view for this so you can see the flat back. It's important. Even if you're up this high, flat back. And now place one hand on your chair or your block or the floor, flat back. Wherever you are, flat back. Your feet are whatever distance is right for you, bent leg, goddess leg. And come on up. I push off of the chair or block or floor and feel the rotation right here in your spine. You are not pulling terribly in your shoulder. We're rotating wonderfully. Fine, let's do the other side. Are you breathing? Yes, it does stretch your shoulders. So on this side with my thawing shoulder, I do not get as high, but I'm focusing my mind on my spine. How about your breath? Exhale. And do your fullest expression. Come on down to Avyasana. On the exhale, let's do the other side again. Here we are. Now I want you to notice my hand is right here, even with my block or my chair or the mat. When I come up, it stays even with my shoulder. Many people let their arm come back here because when it goes back here, they can get higher. That's not the point. The point is to open the chest and stretch the way that stretches when your hand is right here. So when you don't have a mirror, just put your hand in front of your face. Can you see your thumb right in front of your face? Unlock those knees and come on up. Now in yoga practice, at the studio where I am a participant, I see Gabrielle and the other yogis completely vertical. Go there if it's available to you, but appreciate whatever your body will give you. Let's do the other side. One more rotation. Breathing. Press off. Spine rotation, not shoulder crunch. Rotate. Breathe. Exhale. Press on the exhale. And find your way down. Well, look where we are. We could do a cat-cow. I'm going to bring my feet right under my hips. My hands are on my chair or my mat or the floor, whatever your body does with a flat back. And round up for your cat on a fence. Exhale. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Why did I choose that? Exhale on the cat. Feel how your chest just got smaller when you came up. Inhale. On your way down, you feel your chest and the cow opens up. Exhale. Inhale on the cow because you have more lung capacity on the open chest. Exhale with the. Do you feel, let's come cow. Do you feel on the cat your diaphragm naturally pulls in towards your spine? There's no suck your belly in. No, it's a natural exhale. And your diaphragm naturally pulls your internal organs up. Flat back. Fabulous. Let's do a balance move. This balance move, I'm going to have you put your foot in the middle. I'm taking my hands a little wider. And here we have a three-legged table. They stand beautifully, but they do require some balance. You want to leave your foot right down on the ground? Like a dragon's tail come out and in. Let's do an exhale. Do you want your dragon's tail to be about a foot off the ground? Does that feel good for you? Do you like your dragon's tail to be hip height? I don't know. See what your body said. Breathing. So this move does flexibility in so many places. It does some strength on your hands, whether you're on a chair seat, the block, or the floor. It is still a hand balance. And we have flexibility and strength in the leg. And the whole thing is balanced so that we don't fall over. Oh, let's come back for a little cat-cow going on. Back to your table. Now I'm breathing very audibly as a teacher to convey the breath. When I'm a student, I close my lips and breathe the Ujjayi breath when I want to. Take a moment. Find your foot in the middle. Your hands may be just a touch wider than the standing table because that little pyramid can help you balance. Now, this is my knee that's awaiting replacement, so I'm being very careful about my foot placement and how I'm standing on this leg. Shall I keep my foot low, my dragon's tail down low? Shall I pick it up just a little right here? Or shall I pick my dragon's tail up as high as it will go? And you breathe. Your dragon's tail your way, but remember, out to the side as an exhale. And inhales across. Go at your pace, your body. One of these days, my kitty cat is going to be teased by my foot and give me a bite on the toe. Your dragon's tail your way. Very nice. I'm not even able to look at the class in their form. I'm thinking so hard to stay up and not fall over. Yes, take your time. Let's have our standing table. Hands, whether they're on a chair or a block or the floor, flat back. Exhale to the cat. Inhale, exhale to the cat. Inhale, one last exhale to the cat. Fabulous. Let's go from our standing table into a down dog. I use blocks. You may use the floor. You may be right up here on a seat of a chair or the second or third step. Yoga at a step landing is fabulous. When I get the landing of my stairs cleared away, I'm going to film a class at my landing. Right now, it's a storage area. Here we have your down dog your way. Your heels intend toward the ground. Flat back, sink your chest. Press the knuckle of the pointer finger down into the ground, eye of the elbow forward. It's such a lovely down dog. From the down dog, I'm heading into a plank. Should you drop your knees? Should you walk your feet back? Your plank, your way. Breathe. Stay here as long as you want. Whenever you're ready, you step down one knee at a time to your table. Fabulous. Well, now we've got a tiger coming on. Do you like to stay up on a block or down on the mat? Find your table. If you're in either position, press the pointer finger knuckle down, eye of the elbow forward. That's your best arm position for your arm balance. That's what a table is. For the tiger's tail, here's 1 foot out. Now, in your mind's eye, you might leave it right by the ground. You may choose to lift flat back. Don't give a big back arch. Flat back. Now, think of the hand that is on the same side as the knee that's on the ground. That hand is going to pick up. You may choose to leave that hand on the ground, on a block, a little in the air, or all the way up. Your body, your way, balancing, breathing, neutral neck. We have a few more breaths here. Press this arm long that's holding your weight. Rotate the eye of the elbow forward. Beautiful leg lift, beautiful arm lift, just right for you. Don't match anyone else. Find yourself down. If you have a compromised knee or an educating knee, you might like extra padding for a tender joint. Sorry if the other side was your tender side. Although don't we usually do the side that has less pain first? Here we are. You've got your table, little cat and cow. There you go. And find your table. Find your breath. In your mind's eye, picture the weight on the other leg. Now, do you like to have your toe right on the ground? That might help. Think of the hand on the side of your knee that's on the ground. Choose your leg and choose your arm. Breathing. Very nice. Now, on my painful knee side, I find I do like to leave my arm down. Some days I may be able to pick it up. Your body's different every day. Half a way, your body your way. Lift and breathe. Feel this weight-bearing arm. Press down. Oh, I see what's happening. This is the arm I broke, and it doesn't straighten, so I can't really turn my eye of the elbow forward. Breathe. When you find a part of your body, come on down. Cat cow that isn't functioning the way it used to, for whatever reason, it broke, it got stiff. Who knows? Accept your body's education. Appreciate what your body will do. Let's sit ourselves down. And when you appreciate what your body will do, now we will intend a little further. So you saw me. My hand had stayed down always, but I thought, well, let me just intend to lift it and see if I might. And I could. When you always intend, first respect, then intend a little further. Let's think about your seat. I'm going to say most people, when they sit down on their tush, their body is a little rounded. Fine, you're normal. But we don't want this rounded spine for these moves. So if that's you, walk yourself right up to a wall. I'm even walking my tush right in there. Now when I come up, my shoulder blades hit, the back of my head hit. Now I'm all the way up tall. This might be an extreme stretch for you. So you might want to put some pillows under your knee. Your body, your way, but intend and support to come up as tall as you can. While you stay there and breathe, what if you have no wall at all? I want to show you another option. I wish I had made it a little closer. There we go. This is a little seat made of buckwheat. And if your body is one of the many, many bodies that does not sit easily, heck, I'm having trouble finding my buckwheat pillow. If it does not sit easily with your spine tall, go ahead and wiggle. Have to do it. You don't have to do it beautifully onto a buckwheat pillow. And now you might find, even though this is natural with the roundedness, you can shift. And because your feet are a little lower than your hips, your heels are on the ground a little lower than your hips, you may find you can uplift your whole spine even without a wall. So I've been talking a while, that's good. You have had time to stretch your spine so lovely in this upright position, which is a stretch for most people. Let's focus on a rotation. For the rotation, we're going to bring your feet in. I call this sole of your foot to sole. The butterfly. You're up against the wall. Did that pull your body tall? Are you on your bolster? Did that pull your body tall? Another option, hold on and pull your body tall. There you are, you're way up top. So now, everyone is different. Can you reach down and touch the ground? Turns out my body proportions my hand is way far from the ground. So I have a block right here because I need to ground myself, anchor myself, root myself into the ground. As I push off on that back arm, reach across, reach with the front arm. Now everyone's different. If your hand is nowhere near your leg, just reach and push and feel the twist in your spine. If you happen to be able to reach your leg, you pull. Excuse me. Oh man, does that feel good? Oh. So spinal stenosis means you've got all these little calcium spurs in your back and in the canals where the nerves go. Excuse me. So when they did the test and they see all these spurs, I've got like a cactus going on in there. For the other side, first center up. And that was a few years before I started to doing yoga. Tall spine. Breath. Center and be and reach your fingertips to the ground, maybe even more of your hand. You might like a block because you want your palm there because you're going to push so well. Breathing. First, just reach across. So you reach across, you push back, and you feel a lovely rotation in your spine. Yes, don't twist your neck, but just give a nice little rotation. With each breath, a little more. If your body happens to reach to your knee, pull with the front arm, push with the back arm, while I tell you the rest of the story. Breathe into, exhale. So it turns out vitamin MK7, I'm going to try to remember to put that in the comments down below. Vitamin MK7 helps for calcium to be put into your bones, not in spurs on your bones or in your bloodstream. Did you have just such luscious rotation? All the muscles, they all said thank you. Bring yourself up. Now I'm just going to open the back of the spine as I round. Do you like to hold on to your ankles? Leave your baby toes, root your baby toe knuckles rooted into the ground. Don't accidentally pick your baby toe up, because when you pick your baby toes up, you're twisting your ankles in a way that is not valuable and even not good to stretch. Baby toes rooted. Hold your ankle. Maybe you reach out. Maybe you're way up here. Your body's a good body. You'll stretch your way. Well, I was so surprised about 4 years after my initial diagnosis of all these spurs in the nerve canals of my spine. I'm taking this MK7 all this time. And my doctor can't figure out what happened. My bone spurs were half what they were before. And I can do all sorts of things that I wasn't able to do before. I don't know what happened, but I come on up. I can't help but wonder, did my staff pose comes next? Did my MK, do you want to come? I'm going to go up against the wall myself. I don't need to, but I like to. Did my MK7 help for the calcium that was free floating to then be deposited into my bones? Or did some of my yoga practice, like these rotations we did, loosen something up? I don't know, but my spinal stenosis is better in my late 60s than it was in my early 60s. Come on up. What's tall for you? Maybe it's right here. Fine, be there. Intend a little further. Bring in wherever it feels good for you. If you feel a lot of softness in your neck area, don't come in too close. It closes the carotid artery. Breathing. Exhaling. And one more fabulous exhale. Let's fold our staff over. Now, when you fold over, do you reach right to your thighs? Good. Do you reach to your knees or your shins? Exhale. Everybody's intend a little further. Breathing. And again, if you have a great belly as I do, and it's crowded when you come forward, you might widen your staff a little so you have a place for your softness to exist when you come on over to whatever is good for you. Or you may choose to leave your feet close because that stretch is something you can feel you like. In that case, you just round over your softness, no criticism necessary. Round over your softness and relax and enjoy your folded staff. Breathing and feet. Beautiful. Take your time and come on up. And we're going to take ourselves down to the ground. I will put my block on each side because I never know if during our final stretches, my shoulders might feel better if I had a block nearby. I also have my yoga strap. Truthfully, it's a little grosgrain ribbon. It's just what I like better. Your body, your way. Find your way down in any way that you choose. Doesn't have to be graceful. Just find your way down. And when you're down there, take your ribbon over your knees. If your knees don't curl up like this, take your knees and go side to side. So each person is taking their knees side to side. I just felt something I'm going to want us all to do. I've gathered a little extra tension in my quadriceps. Did you rock side to side? Wasn't that gorgeous? How about a little rock your pelvis this way? So if your feet are on the ground, you just push with your feet and rock your pelvis. First we rolled, now we rock. That was wonderful. Let's come stationary. Your feet are just a little bit apart. I want to see what think in my mind which direction to go for you to feel this. See it. I'm going to go away from the camera. Just go so you can be looking at the camera. I mean, at your screen. Let your knees roll to the side. And then think of your top leg. Press with your top foot for this hip to come forward. I'll show you again. Here I was, just feet on the ground. I did a little tip. And that actually begins to open up the hip flexor and stretch the quad a little bit. Then I think of that hip and I push it way forward. Way forward. I even pulled my foot back a little. You should have a quad stretch. a groin stretch. I can't resist. I'm going to add a shoulder stretch. Oh, my ribs are singing the hallelujah chorus. Press this hip forward, stretch the shoulder. So we have a lovely psoas stretch, quadricep stretch. That's your hip flexor and your thigh and your shoulder, your ribs. Your abdominal wall is stretching in that beautiful. Just melt yourself back down. It is one of the most relaxing psoas stretches we have. Here we are. There's your windshield wipers. We know that. All righty. Now I'm just going to let my knees tip over. Put my mind right here in my groin. Press my hip forward. Breathing. So when this hip comes forward, this groin opens up. Oh, look, I could have had a pillow. I'm going to have a pillow. I just put my block under my head. And then what about stretch the arm? And be with it. Feel the quad, the groin. Oh, the ribs, the rectus abdominis. Stretch. And how about that shoulder? I could be out here, and that's fine. But if I come right up here with my arm right next to my ear, it's a very special shoulder stretch. I'm going to get the pillow out of here and see it. Oh, when I aim my arm down to the ground, it's even more. Now, I've just done something very valuable that I want you to do. Lay down, move around, feel what stretches, and just enjoy it and go with it. You can do that at the end of every day. Beautiful. Come on back. Now find your ribbon wherever did it land. And go ahead and lasso one foot if you can. I'll do this side. If you can't stretch your leg up at all, just rest it on your knee or the chair and do a point and flex. If you can, by the way, I can't get to my foot unless my other leg helps. So any way you want, find your ribbon on your heel or your heel on your knee and enjoy the point and flex. All right, so I'm also a psychotherapist, and I have a client who is so breathe and relax, even though I'm talking. Pull and stretch and point and flex. So overwhelmed that the thought of doing anything makes her explode in anger. I can't do one more thing. I understand such things. But what if your action item for the week was to lay in bed and relax? And while you're laying in bed, relaxing, you might stick your foot on your knee and point. You might cross your knee, foot down, rest it on your knee. Think of your top leg, rest your arms out in your bed, and just rotate right there. That's it. Now this arm is right back. If my wall wasn't in the way, it would be laying on the ground. Can you feel the stretch in your pectoral wall? That's what the action item was. Lay in bed, breathe and move, and feel where your body stretches, and enjoy. Now that's an action item. Even an overwhelmed person. I'm going to come on back up and get my pointed flex going on the other side. So, first, pelvic tilt. That's just nice to say thank you to your spine. Do you just place your foot on your knee and point flex? Do you wiggle around any way that you want and get the ribbon on your heel, not in your arch, on your heel for your point and flex? Do you enjoy? Oh, yeah, baby. Give it a good pull. Enjoy the point flex. By the way, if you're in bed, you can just put the covers over your foot and pull on your covers to do your point and flex. Breathing. And if you do this slow enough, it doesn't even, I mean, you're not moving around a lot. It doesn't even have to disturb your partner if you have someone in bed next. Breathe. Be. But now let's go ahead and everybody put our ankle on the knee, where some folks were starting with their point and flex. Outstretch your arms. Yes, I let go of my ribbon. Outstretch your arms. Now think of this foot. Roll it on over. If you're doing this in bed, you roll it on over to the mattress while this arm stays outstretched. Now, by the way, you might be wanting to put it down by your hip, then you're missing the stretch. Start it again, bent. Your elbows right here, level with your shoulder. And if you need to, stop on a pillow. But I'm going to announce I'm very happy. This is my thawing shoulder. It now goes all the way to the ground. Breathing. If you happen to reach this knee, you might. Uh-oh, it made me fall over. Breathe. So your foot might be on the bed or the mat or the ground. The arm is stretched back. I'm looking back to include the neck vertebrae. Wasn't that special? Self-care does not have to take time. You're doing something in bed while you're falling asleep. Wouldn't it be wonderful to do this? Here we are, come on up. And as we prepare for Shavasana, I'm going to start first just with a little knee hug around my spine. Do you want to start with a little pelvic tilt to round your spine? I'm rolling my shoulder blades down my back. Do your arms come here at your side? Do they flop out? Your arm, your leg. Breathe. During Shavasana, I'm going to tell you of another psychotherapy. Take your legs longer. Maybe they're still very bent with a pillow under them. Breathe and intend. You can experiment with a slightly smaller pillow every once in a while. Intend for your legs to go closer and closer to long. And there you are in your Shavasana. Relax your neck. I push with my arms and feel my core relax and go side to side. It's proprioceptive relaxation. Perceive through movement any tension you might have, and then relax. Flex my feet, let my heels grab the mat. Then when I relax, kind of pulls my legs down. Feels good. All right, here's the next psychotherapy session. Breathe and relax while I tell you. The client is a very large woman, but it doesn't matter. She could have been a very medium-sized woman, even a small woman with some body image issues. And she has felt very embarrassed and bad and shamed about the existence of her belly. And yes, that happens for people of all sizes. It turned out she was going to have a skin graft, and they were going to take the skin graft off of her belly. And she was mortified that the belly that she was so embarrassed and shamed by was going to be out in public in the operation room while they took the skin graft. So we did an exercise. Okay, we developed the exercise. She did the exercise. But I have loved it so much, I now do it most evenings. And here's what it is. You might join me. I'm going to go with my knee that is not functioning well anymore. Educates me very much. And the idea is own it. In the case of her belly, she decided to name it. For her privacy, I won't tell you the cute little name she gave. My name is Educate Me. Name it. Appreciate it. Whatever part of your body that you are trying to heal your relationship with, think in your mind, what is it that it does that you can thank for? In her case, thank you providing skin for the skincare graft. In my case, though it doesn't function well, thank you to my knee for carrying me through my day. Own it. Thank you. And what is your version of pray? Is it intend well for it? Is it pray for it? Is it send white healing light to it? Whatever is your version of pray. So own it, accept it, thank it, pray for it. 4 little simple thought action items to make friends with any part of your body that you might have had shame or bad body thoughts in that. And this happens for people of all sizes, of all ages. You might have just noticed some different textured skin somewhere as you age. Own it. Thank it. Pray. Appreciate. And with that thought awareness in our Shavasana, you're welcome to stay here longer and think of each area that you have felt critical toward, or shame toward, or anger at. You could put yourself to sleep with these 4 steps toward improving your relationship with your body first. Or you might slowly gather yourself. And I have to laugh because my educating body parts, if I lay there for too long, they educate me too much. So I am going to sit up, but you might choose to lay. We're going to finish our practice in the way we always do. So you might be laying down. You might be sitting down in any position that you want. I've chosen a butterfly just because. It's me relaxing my neck. Pull your spine up tall if you're sitting. Go ahead, get up on your block or your bolster against your wall. Tall spine if you're sitting, pelvic tilt if you're laying. Breath. Relax. Now, reach down towards your body and say thank you to your body for all that it does for you. As you cross your hands over heart center, maybe you have prayer hands, maybe you have self-care. Whatever you believe in, say thank you. And then as you upstretch in whatever way your body allows, reach to the place where you pat yourself on the back or to the shoulder, and pat yourself on the back for your wonderful self-care in coming to this practice. And finally, with your hands over heart center, with slightly bent wrists or very bent wrists, breathe and center, spine just full. And know the light in me sees and honors the light in each one of you. Now, and round and relax. Maybe your round is just this. Oh, that's perfect for my spine. After laying flat, maybe your hips will allow you to come much farther. Just don't bump your nose on your toes. Your roundedness, your way. Then I relax my hands. And that's the end of our practice, except for my part, where I say thank you to you all. Whether you're watching on YouTube, you are still part of my awareness, or you're right here in our 10 a.m. on Saturday class. You are part of my practice. And if it was not for you, honest to goodness, I wouldn't move at all. I'm just like everybody else. Though I have been teaching fitness for now 42 years, I hate to do fitness. I mean, I hate it until I start. And once I start, I love it. So remember, you don't have to practice yoga. Just start to practice yoga. And thank you for helping me to start. Let me see how I turn off this recording. I think I'm going to find it. It might be a while, so you can probably go. Oh, goodness. I found it. That's how I stopped the recording on my phone. Bye, guys.